Hi guys, so it's Danielle. So real quickly, as many of you probably don't know, I have psychic dreams, and I decided that I wanted to start posting them and sharing them because they're actually pretty interesting and cool. So I figured, why not? So here it goes. So this is kind of like a dream slash experience I had. Well, I really can't call this one a dream, but you'll see what I mean. So I wrote this down that this happened on March 13th. So I was laying down and I wasn't quite asleep yet, but I had a random vision of the word daddy pour into a cup of water. And I wrote, what could this possibly mean? So it's weird. I wrote down that about 2 weeks ago, prior to that, it was my dad's birthday. And it didn't dawn on me, but something really interesting and weird happened to me. So now the cup with the word daddy, pouring into it like a cup of water, it definitely was trying to get my attention and bring light to a situation that had happened. So what had happened was I was laying down in bed and the house was dark. And then I thought something was peeking out from behind the door, like as if someone was like peeking over the side and like poking back through, in and out, whatever. And it kind of freaked me out, but I thought it was my imagination. Now, I ignored it, and then I saw something happen again. So again, I saw something peek out from behind my bedroom door and then poke itself back in. So I'm like, oh my God, is there something out there? And then I noticed that I had a heart-shaped balloon because I had bought my son an I love you balloon for Valentine's Day. And it's been like, hanging out in the house, whatever the case may be. So mind you, it's like 2 weeks after the fact. So, it's like starting to lose its helium or whatever. So then it was strange because this thing continued to keep rising to the ceiling in the kitchen and then going all the way back down and then rising back up and then all the way back down from top to bottom twice. Now, I'm sorry, but like that's unusual behavior for a balloon, okay? If it's running out of helium, it pretty much stays where it's at or continues to keep, falling down because it's losing air, right? So this thing, okay, it was as if it was taunting me or it was trying to get my attention. So I literally jumped up out of bed and I said, oh, hell no, I am not doing this today. And I took a scissor and I stabbed it and then I threw it out in the garbage. But the reason why I did this is because not only was it going up and down, it kept going from the kitchen to the living room, then back into the kitchen, and then back into the living room. And it went up and down twice in the kitchen and peeked its little head out and put itself back 2 times. Okay. So I'm sorry. That's not normal. So after I had stabbed it and threw it in the garbage, I felt so guilty because it dawned on me that what if this was a message from my dad? Because it just so happens that his death anniversary is right after, his birthday is right after Valentine's Day. And it also dawned on me that this was his birthday the day that it happened, okay? You cannot make this stuff up. And, the balloon said, I love you on it. So for me, it was like, this happened on his birthday. And here he is telling me, in other words, I love you through a balloon, trying to get my attention. And here I go stabbing this thing and throwing it out. Okay. Like how vicious and nasty can that be? Like getting a beautiful message like that and then totally destroying it. But that is probably why I received a vision of daddy pouring into a cup of water. Okay. Like a cup of love, overflowing with love. If you follow tarot, that's generally what like the Ace of Cup means. So it's like an overabundance of love, overflowing of love. So the water, pours out and, over the edges. And because the word daddy was in that cup, that was definitely a message from him. So even though it took me a second, message was eventually received. But yeah, how many of you guys would have been freaked out if you saw this balloon behaving like a person and like sticking its little head out? Like it was a heart. It said, I love you on it. And it was as if somebody was holding it and like peekaboo and then going back in and back. It was just, I don't know. It was really weird, but I don't know what made me think to even share this one. Oh, duh, because my dad's birthday is coming. So maybe that's why. And Valentine's Day is coming. So it kind of just reminded me of that story. So I thought it was pretty hysterical and scary at the same time. Like I was scared shitless when it happened. Like the courage it took me to jump out of the bed and even go after this balloon in the dark and then rip a pair of scissors out and stab it. I was terrified. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little funny story, or I don't know what kind of story you'd want to consider it, but just a little story time about what I had experienced and the vision I had and how it all came together and finally made sense. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other scary stories or any weird experiences or synchronicities that you would like to share, please do so. I would love to hear your stories as well. Okay, guys, have a good one and happy Valentine's Day. I mean, it's not yet, but it's right around the corner. Okay, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.